Corbin Hennison will kick off from right to left. 46.2 a return. Drew Schwartz and Josh Eady back deep for the Vikings. Neither of these men have returned a kickoff this season for the Vikings. And when you've only given up one touchdown in 2 weeks, you haven't had too many opportunities to return kicks either, in all fairness. Hennison has the okay from the official. Here's the approach, and we are underway here this evening. It's a relatively deep kick down to Schwartz at the 3, center of the field to the 10. Runs up the middle, 15, 20. Schwartz to the 25, 30. Schwartz across the 35 and ridden down at the 36-yard line. The man that brought him down was Max Lopez. Nice return. Nice team return for Drew Schwartz that time.
Well, Darren took the words out of my mouth. Schwartz did a good job of fielding the ball clean and came right behind the wedge along with the front 5. Really created a pretty good seam to run right back upfield.
First and 10, 36-yard line, moving left to right. Split backs, Josie and Holt Johansson. Wing right is Schwartz. Split to the right side is Johnson. Qualley takes pitch to Josie, left side, finds an opening ahead to the 40-yard line. Carries the tackler across the 40 and brought down on the far side hash mark at the 44-yard line. Michael Krempkis, the primary defender. It's a gain of 8.
Not to use team play second time in a row, but that's exactly what it was again. Pitch left to Josie behind the power side. Good pull job there by Osley, pulling from his guard position, and Josie picks up a nice gain off first down.
Second and 2 from the 44. To the right side is Brighton Meyer. Wing right is Schwartz. Tight end left is Peter. Split backs Josie and Holt. Give to Holt Johansson. Bouncing right to the outside. Stiff arms man at the 40. Gets to the sideline. 45-50 and knocked out of bounds. In Independence territory at the 45-yard line. Chase Strauch chased him to the sideline. It's a gain of 11 to a first and 10.
Well, they actually had a chance to set us for a loss on that play, and Johansson had just enough little bit extra kick to get out of the reach of the first would-be tackler and makes a nice gain out of it.
49 seconds in, no score. First and 10 from the Independence 46. Johnson to the left side. Wing left is Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. Split backs with Jewell and Johansson. Qualley takes the snap. Drops back to throw. Looks to the left side. Has time. Throws the left side. Catch made by Schwartz. 40. Far sideline. 35-30. Lowers the shoulder and brought down by Krempkis. They're going to mark him at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 21 to a first down. Credit the offensive line, first of all, John.
Yeah, they did a good job, and then I got to give Qualley credit, too. He was patient. He looked at his first receiver, which was Johnson. Outside, he was covered. Schwartz did a good job finding area space in that Independence zone and drug across the middle of the field for a nice 21-yard gain.
First and 10 from the Independence 25-yard line. Football on the far or left side hash mark. Brighton Meyer to the left side. Counter coming right side. Drew Schwartz finds an opening to the 20. Bouncing right to the 15. He's to the 10. Angling at the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown! Drew Schwartz on a 25-yard touchdown run. And a minute 17 into the ball game. Decorah goes up 6-0.
Well, it was counter sweep 6 if I looked out there right. A double exchange, and we got them a little bit out of balance in regards to where the ball ended up coming through, and it was pretty easy for Schwartz to get in for a score.
Josh Lee is 10 for 10 on the PATs. Bryce Pierce is the holder, and Peter Kippart is the snapper. The swinging gate is on the left or far side hash mark. Now they will move towards the center of the field. Peter Kephart over the football. Pierce down on one knee, arm extended, waiting for the snap. He puts it down for Josh Lee, and the PAT is up, and it is good. Minute 17 of the game. It is Decorah 7 and Independence nothing. Let's take a break for Vicks Heating and Plumbing. A Drew Schwartz touchdown run. Drew's second touchdown of the season, his first rushing touchdown of the season, and Decorah goes up by a 7-0 margin. Back deep to field the Josh Lee kick on the near side is Kurt Christensen, averaging 25-6 a return, and Marshall Gibbs averaging 13 a return on the far side. Lee has the okay from the official and the kick. This one is deep. It comes down to Gibbs from the 1, runs to his left to the 5. He's in the center of the field at the 10. Bounces off a defender and gets knocked back. Kyle Kane leading the special teams charge from the 13-yard line. Lousy field position for Independence. First down and 10 from that point.
Well, it wasn't a touchback kick, guys, but it was right to the end line there. A decent kick, and then a superb job by our coverage team. There's two guys there. I didn't catch the other number besides for Kane, I think, whoever had the first opportunity at him. But Kane finished him off, did a good job pinning the Mustangs back deep in their own territory.
1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Receiver to the left side is Nick Frank. Mustangs hustle to the line of scrimmage, split back to the wing back right. The quarterback is Frank. He gives to Chase Strawn. He is cut down immediately at the line of scrimmage. It was Tyler Hovey that brought him down after a gain of a yard as he tried the left side.
Well, there was no hole. There was no push by the Mustang offensive line at the point of attack, so obviously we did a good job of stuffing the play on the line of scrimmage.
Independence breaks the huddle and snaps the ball immediately. This time it'll be a 3-receiver set, 2 left, 1 right. High formation in the backfield. High snap to Fank. He gives off the right side to Kurt Christensen, and he is brought down for a loss back to the 10-yard line. It was Austin Ashbacker at the top of the pile, but Andy Hovden led that defensive charge for a 4-yard TFL. It's 3rd and long for the Mustangs. 2:15 into the game. 7-0 Decorah.
There's your favorite formation, Darren. Pistol set. Running back right behind is just a handoff to the running back, and Hovden there. 4-yard loss. Just really shed the block, and nothing else to say except for just total domination up front by the Vikes' first 2 plays.
3rd and 11, call it, from the 13-yard line. Pistol set. And taking the snap is Fank. Has time. Pumps, throws the left side. Catch made by Krempkes. Brought down at the 20-yard line by Gavin Nimrod. He gets 10, but he needed 11. And actually he needed 13, so it'll be a 4th down upcoming. Nice, safe pass, but a nice job of keeping the receivers in front of you for Decorah.
Well, the quarterback did a good job for the Mustangs. He evaded a very in-your-face Decorah rush man and stepped around him and then threw a ball where only his receiver could catch it, but it wasn't enough for a 1st and 10.
On punting for Independence, Nick Frank averaging 33.5. He receives the snap, moves forward, gets the kick away. Comes down to Josie at the Decorah 47, runs to the 50, comes to the near sideline, 45, and brought down. At the Independence 43-yard line, the man that brought him down was Brett Sowers. So the punt goes 33. Josie brings it back 10. 1st down at 10. Great field position for Decorah. At the Independence 43-yard line, there is 8:37 to play here in the first quarter. Decorah leads 7-0.
Well, good job there by Independence and special teams. Decorah tried the wedge set up there to the right side or a sideline return, and Josie did a good job to get 10 yards on the play. 1st and
10, 43-yard line. Johnson right, wing right is Schwartz, tight end left is Peter. Split backs with Johansson and Jewell. Qualley under his center. Kepart takes the snap, gives to Josie left side, hole and more. He's inside the 40 and brought down. At the 36-yard line, Marshall Gibbs brought him down. They'll mark him at the 35. It's a gain of 8.
Well, there was basically no contact through the first 5 yards through the initial hole, and they're playing with 9 men within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, so you get past the initial group of defense, you got a lot of running room.
2nd and 2 from the 35, from Breitenmeyer to the right side. Wing right is Schwartz, tight end left is Peter. Split backs Josie and Jewell. Dropping a throw is Qualley. Qualley with plenty of time. Throws the left side. Catch made by Peter. 25. Far sideline. 20. 15. 10. 5. Touchdown. Qualley to Peter for a 35-yard score. And the Vikes lead 13-0. 4:08 into the ball game.
Well, that was a well-thrown football, guys. That was right where Michael Peter could catch the ball, and give Jake Qualley credit. His first route, it looked like, was going to be to the flat. Our running back was just running a flare out to the back, and they had that covered up, but then Qualley had the presence of mind to put the ball only where Michael Peter could catch it. Kid's got good hands and got a good frame and showed it right there, and then showed some wheels as well.
43 yards, 2 plays, 40 seconds off the clock. Josh Lee for the PAT. Pierce will hold. Kepart will snap. Snap, spot, kick. It is up, and it is good. So it's 14-0. Decorah. We are 4:08 into the ball game, and we will take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Welcome back to Independence. Darren Swenson, Dennis Olenzak, and John Carlson with you. Decorah leads 14-0. You're always nervous when you come in a heavy favorite of getting off to a bad start. Hasn't happened tonight, Coach.
No, well, the defense that the Mustangs are playing make them very vulnerable to the pass. There's, as I alluded to in the last series, there's 9 men within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
And here's Lee's kick. It's deep. It comes down to Gibbs. Far side at the 3. They fake the reverse. He brings it to the near side at the 5. Brings it to the 10. Breaks the tackle there and gets covered up. Holt Johansson drags him out of bounds in the vicinity of the 13-yard line. Again, great coverage by the Viking special teams. Again, not a touchback, but better than a touchback when you really get down to it.
Right. I think Lee is doing a good job of getting some hang time on the kicks, which allows your coverage team to get down there. Dylan Korsen, his first man on the spot, didn't make the tackle, but forced the Indy ball carrier into another Viking defender there. Holt Johansson ride him out to the sidelines.
First down and 10, 13-yard line. Indy right to left here in the first quarter, trailing 14-0. Gibbs will be to the left. Frank will be to the right. Fank, the quarterback, has Christensen behind him. He'll take the snap. He'll roll out to the right side. He's hit by Indy Hubden and dumped back at the 8-yard line. Hubden got to him first. Ashbacker and Smith also there. It's a loss of 5.
Well, Hubden made a nice play, but it was made easy because nobody blocked him. He had clear sailing. The quarterback rolled right to the side where Hubden was on his defensive tackle position, and it made for a big loss. 2nd
and 15 from the 8-yard line. Nick Frank to the right side. Off to the left side will be Matt Beebe, as well as Corbin Hennison. Fank in the pistol, Christensen behind him. Fank takes the high snap, drops back to throw with Tom, throws the right side, incomplete. Not on the same page with Nick Frank on the far sideline, who was covered by Drew Schwartz. Frank ran an in. Fank threw an out. It's 3rd and long.
Well, they're just trying a 5-yard out, and as Darren mentioned, not on the same page. Decorah had good coverage. Nimrod and Edie out there. Nimrod was underneath. Edie was over the top. Really nowhere to go with the football there as well.
6:58 to play first quarter. It's 14-0 Decorah. It's 3rd and 15 for the Independence Mustangs from their 8-yard line. BB and Gibbs to the left side. Off to the right side is Frank. Fank takes the snap. Gibbs on a draw play to Christensen. Tripped up to the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Tyler Hovey got to him first. Austin Ashbacker finished him off at the 8-yard line. No gain. And the 10th 3-and-out this season from that Decorah defense.
Well, they just keep producing 3-and-outs, guys, and that just, I don't care who you're playing, when you keep getting 3-and-outs, you're doing something good. And Vike defense again tonight showing why they've been getting 3-and-outs, just really steady football from them.
Nick Frank's first punt was 33. Josie brought it back 10. Josie and Johnson sitting in Independence territory at the 45-yard line. Snap back in good shape. Frank moves forward, gets the kick away. It's off the side of his foot. It bounces at the 25, takes a nice Independence hop, and it will go out of bounds in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 35, so a 27-yard punt, no return. 6:14 to play first quarter. It is Decorah 14 and Independence nothing, and again, Decorah dominating field position like they did last week.
Well, it was an end-over-end punt that really didn't go very far. It rolled as far almost as it stayed in the air, but it became effective because it was all net.
So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Vikes moving left to right. Austin Ashbacker in at the quick tackle this series. Johnson to the right side. Cole Sweska wing right. Tight end left is Peter. Split backs with Nimrod and Jewell this trip. Qualley under center takes the snap, gives to Josie. He's hit in the backfield, bounces off a defender. Josie's effort will get him to the 33-yard line. They're going to mark him near the 32. There was a defensive lineman that got through and almost got Josie for a loss, but Chase Straw, amongst others, finished him off after a gain of 3.
Well, you guys can maybe see a little bit better there. I don't know if that was a miscommunication between Qualley and Jewell, or if that was more of Independence blowing up the play. Either of which, Josie just fighting for extra yards.
Josh Carlin in at the power tackle this trip. 2nd and 7 from the 32. Receivers left and right, wing right. High formation in the backfield. Give to Josie into a crowd right side, and he'll get tripped up near the line of scrimmage. Fall ahead to the 30. The man who brought him down was Andrew Myberg, a linebacker. It's a gain of 2. It's 3rd down upcoming. 5:20 to play first quarter. 14-0 Decorah.
Anything from tackle to tackle is not going to be easy because they've cheated that many people up on the line of scrimmage. Wide or pass is going to be much more effective.
3rd and 5 from the 30-yard line. First third down of the night for Decorah. 2 tight ends. Sweska split right eye formation with Nimrod and with Jewell. Long count at the line of scrimmage, and flags fly as perhaps Indy was drawn into the neutral zone. It's going to be an encroachment against Independence, and I believe this might give them enough yardage for a first down. Encroachment against Independence. As Qualley with the long count. And I know Coach will always say, you know what, 2 defensive tackles 2 feet from the ball, got to be going on movement and not voice.
Yeah, not something that should happen even at the high school level.
1st and 10, 25-yard line. Sweska to the right. 2 tight ends, I formation with Jewell and with Nimrod. Qualley takes, gives to Gavin, right side hole behind Josie, bouncing right to the outside 20. He's to the 15, angling right at the 10 to the 5, to the end zone for the touchdown. Gavin Nimrod, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. Vikes up 20-0, 4:41 to play first quarter.
Well, go ahead, Coach.
Well, that's as it appears should be able to be done, in that anything around end or the pass, because of the way their defense is stacked inside, you understand, to stop the off tackle and the straight ahead dive. So that's not a surprising run on Nimrod's part.
35 yards, 3 plays, 33 seconds off the clock.
Bryce Pierce kicking the extra point, I believe.
And holding it is Qualley and Pierce for the PAT. This one is up, and this one is good. 4:41 to play quarter number 1. 21-0. Decorah leads it already. And let's take a break for Hubden Oil. Josh Lee will kick off from right to left as we restart the ball game. It is 21-0. Decorah leading Independence. We have 4:41 to play here in quarter number 1. Solid defense and an efficient offense, and a lead for Decorah to this point. Josh Lee kicking off, and the kick is a little shorter this time. Gibbs going to take it at the 5, faking a reverse, brings it to the left near side. He's to the 10, runs into Holt Johansson there, who slows him down, and Andy Strand, amongst others, knocks him back at the 10-yard line. Only a 5-yard return. The hang time kickoff's getting the job done tonight for Josh Lee, as Independence has started at their own 13, and now their own 10.
Well, guys, when you can bring in a fresh crew of bodies on special teams that all have ability, I mean, there's a lot of juniors on there that have some wheels, and you get those guys down there underneath that kickoff, and they're guys possessed, and they can do that. Something pretty to see, and that's exactly what's happened on the first 3 kickoffs for the Vikes.
Independence right to left with 4:32 to play in the first quarter. 21-0 Independence. Under center as Fank takes. He'll roll out to the right side. He's under pressure. He's in his end zone. He's hit as he throws over the middle. Incomplete. Nearest man towards the football was Chase Straw, but I think he was throwing that one away because Dustin Smith and Michael Peter and Andrew Hubden, amongst others, were all putting the pressure on the quarterback, Kyle Fank.
Yeah, the quarterback was running for his life, and he just unloaded the ball to prevent the loss. So it was, I'm sure, intensely thrown away.
But it was good enough not to be an intentional grounding there. 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line. Off to the right side will go Henningsen. Off to the left side will go Nick Frank. There'll be a wing back to the right side. Fank under center with an I formation. Christensen dots the I. Fank takes, gives to Christensen. Hit in the hole, and down he goes right near the 8-yard line. Then the first man to the football was Josie Jewell, who fired from his linebacker position. They'll mark him at the 10. No gain. 3rd and 10 for Independence.
Well, again, guys, looked like there was going to be a hole there, but Josie gobbled it up quickly. It's like an old cowboy lassoing up a calf there. Just all of a sudden, boom, down and done. And that's exactly what Josie does to kids. He just absolutely takes them down. They go no further. And Josie doing a great job again from his linebacker spot right there.
3rd and 10 from the 10-yard line. Wing right and split backs. Dropping to throw is Fank. Fank throws the screen pass left side wide of the mark. Incomplete. They brought Christensen out of the backfield, who was open. Smith and Edie were a little late in getting there. The pass wide of the mark, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, they had a chance on that play. It was screen left. But, again, the quarterback got rushed because and you let people come at you on a screen pass as the quarterback drops back, but he had to drop a lot quicker and get rid of it a lot sooner than what he wanted to do.
Fank with a 33 and a 27-yard punt. This it will be his third punt as the kick is off the side of his foot. It's caught by Bryce Pierce on the far side at the Independence 44, runs to the 40, dances ahead, and gets brought down at the 35-yard line. So the punt goes 34, the return goes 9. Max Lopez, the man that brought him down. Again, big-time field position advantage for Decorah. 3:33 to play first quarter, 21-0 Vikings.
Penalty on the play, excuse me.
Okay. And it will be a face mask against Independence. Face mask on the tackle. So it appears to be 15, so when it rains it pours for the Mustang. So it's first down and 10 from the 20-yard line in Independence territory. Josh Garland is in at the tackle position. You also got a new player in at the quick tackle. That's Nick Gosling. Kyle Kane is the tight end on the right side. I formation in the backfield with Michael Savaroff and Dustin Smith. Give to Savaroff up the middle. Runs inside the 20 down to the 13-yard line. Good hole behind the blocking of Dustin Smith that time as Andrew Myberg brought him down. Savaroff with a gain of 7 yards.
Just a lead play with the fullback cleaning the hole straight ahead and the running back right behind him, and just good blocking at the point of attack and good help from the fullback in blocking.
2nd and 3 from the 17. The left side, Dylan Henning. Wingback left is Dustin Carey. Tight end right is Kyle Kane. I formation in the backfield. Option left side with Bryce Pierce. He keeps it. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5 and wrestled down at the 3-yard line. Bryce Pearson at quarterback. At the start of this series, Matthew Beebe brought him down. They're going to mark him at the 2, so a gain of 15 to a 1st and goal for Decorah.
Absolutely nobody out there, guys, to the edge. There was no defender on that play, no pitcher or quarterback responsibility there, and Bryce just took what he was given and picked up a first down. 1st
and goal at the 3-yard line. Bryce Pierce under his center, Peter Kephart. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Smith right side, fighting to the goal line. He is denied the goal line as Smith ran behind the right side of the line, the power side of the line. He'll get marked just inside the 2-yard line, so a gain of about 1.5 yards for Dustin Smith.
But again, our offensive line beat their defensive line off the charge, off the line of scrimmage, and that's why we were able to move ahead with a gain on the play.
And Sean Truan is in at the center right now. Cole Hamilton is in at one of the guards. McKinley McCabe at the other guard. 2nd and goal from about 1.5 yards away. Pierce diving to the end zone off left guard. He is in. Touchdown. Bryce Pierce scores the 4th touchdown of the night for Decorah. 1:59 to go first quarter. Vikings up 27-0.
Well, that was a good play, a good team play between Pierce and Truan right there of understanding, quarterback and center being on the same page and really getting, as Coach said earlier, just Decorah's beating Independence off the football right now, even with these second stringers, and good sign to see for the Vikes.
So this time it'll be Josh Lee again for the PAT. I believe Sean Truan's going to snap it this time, and Bryce Pierce will put it down. Lee, perfect on the season on PATs. It wasn't a great snap, but Pierce did a nice job of putting it down, but Lee hooks it to the left or far side. So a missed PAT. 1:59 to go here in the first quarter. It's 27-0 Decorah. And let's take a break for Rockwyler Appliance and TV. 27-0 Decorah as we're back to live action here in Independence. 1:59 to go first quarter. It's been all Vikings to this point. And any worries about coming out flat and not resting on your laurels over the last couple of weeks have been alleviated pretty quickly. As Josh Lee will kick off from left to right. This kick is deep down to the right hash mark. Gibbs takes it at the 5, runs to his left to the 10 to the 15. He's to the 20-yard line and brought down by a plethora of Viking special teams players at the 23-yard line. Michael Savaroff was in there. Also in there that time was Sawyer Wise. Josh Eady in there as well. And Independence will have their best field position. It'll be their own 23-yard line. They move right to left. They trail it 27-0.
That's the first time the return man for Independence has run it like a return should be run. He just caught the ball and came straight up the field, wasn't waiting to see what was going to happen. He was going to make something happen. The best return they've had so far.
Fank takes, gives up the middle to Christensen, the fullback. He'll squeeze ahead across the 25 to the 28-yard line. Sean Truin, the man that tripped him up. Correction, that was Straw, the fullback. And that's the best game of the night for Independence, a gain of 5 off left guard.
Well, did a good job that time of getting a good push off the initial surge of what they were trying to do, just a fullback lead play where fullback just took the ball off the quarterback's hands, and good pickup there on first down for the Mustangs.
2nd and 6 from the 28, minute 18 to play first quarter. 27-0 Decorah. Full house backfield. Fank under center. He'll give to Straw, hit in the backfield and brought down. Suvaroff was the first to the football. Austin Ashbacker and Sean Truin sandwich him in the vicinity of the 28, gain of a yard, 3rd and 5 for Independence.
Again, no movement at all by the offensive team at the point of attack where they wanted to run the ball through, and that's why it ended up basically no gain.
3rd and 5 from the 27-yard line, 45 seconds to play first quarter. It's a 27-0 lead for Decorah. Split backs, wing right. Fank takes, gives to Christensen, now gives on a wingback sweep, and Christensen actually kept the ball. They faked the wingback sweep, and Christensen was brought down by Michael Savaroff at the 25-yard line. It's a loss of 2 and yet another 3 and out. Different kids in the ball game, but they're still getting the job done, John.
Yeah, a mix of first-string and second-string guys in there, and once again, Vikes not fooled on that 3rd down play after giving up 5 yards on first down. We're not fooled there, and good job of staying home as well on that defensive end side position there.
Cresco trailing Clear Lake 12-0 at the end of the first quarter. As a short kick by Fank, taken on a hop by Sweska at the 43, runs to his right and gets dragged to the sideline at the Decorah 49-yard line. The man on special teams again was Mike Lopez. It is a punt of 32 yards and a return of 7. Viking offense back on the field. Up 27-0, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play. First quarter done, 27-0 Decorah. Let's take a break for Brince's Sales and Service and for the Wise Collision Center. Second quarter begins with the Vikes moving right to left. Bryce Pierce is in at quarterback, and Decorah leads at 27-0. Split to the left side will be Brady Dolly. Split backs in the backfield and a wing back on the left side. We'll get some of these kids in. Sean Truin is the center. He snaps it to Bryce Pierce. He gives it on wing back sweep to Michael Savaroff, and he moves ahead across the 50 to the 48-yard line. It was actually more of a counter than anything. Michael brought down by the Michael Kremkis. It's 2nd and 7 from the Independence 49-yard line. That was only the 3rd snap in Decorah territory all night.
Well, right there, Savorov really had nowhere to go with the football off that power side there, but got something out of nothing, picked up 3 yards. 2nd
and 7 from the 49-yard line. Bryce Pierce under center, split backs in the backfield, give on a wingback sweep. Brady Dolly finds an opening, but is brought down from behind on a nice defensive play by the backside linebacker. I believe that was Frank that brought down Dolly after a gain of a yard. It looked like it was going for more there, Coach.
That was good effort by the man that made the tackle, because he was running to catch up with Dolly, did a nice job of doing it, and was able to sweep his legs out from under him for basically no gain.
Minute into the second quarter, 21-0 Decorah. Receivers left and right, 3rd down and 5 from the Independence 47-yard line. Football on the right or far side hash mark. Split backs in the backfield. Pierce takes the snap, drops back to throw, has time, rolls to his left, fires to the near sideline, through the hands of Kyle Kane, incomplete. Beneath the coverage of Curtis Christensen, and for the first time tonight, the Viking offense has been stopped. Ball was a little too tall, but Cal probably should have came down with it.
Well, Pierce did a good job of eluding, of having some time. Offensive line did a pretty good job to give him time to throw the football there. Kyle just had to go right through the wickets, and I know Coach would be disappointed. No, I'm just kidding. Good effort, though, there by Pierce. Just unfortunately, Kane just couldn't come up with it.
James Osley will be the punter. Snap back in good shape from Kephart. He'll move forward, get the kick away. This one a boomer. Gives some, for some reason, catches it at the 1-yard line. Moves ahead to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. He's to the 20 and ridden down on the far sideline at the 20-yard line. Down there on special teams for Decorah was Eric Smorstad, but I tell you what, Gibbs got the yardage back, so I take back the comment, but 46-yard punt, return of 19. Independence gets it back, 10:25 to play second quarter, 27-0. Decorah with the advantage.
Your statement about catching the ball on the 1 to 1.5 yard line is the correct way of putting that. It was bad judgment, but a good return. 20-yard return.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Two receivers to the right side. Krempkes will be the wing back on the right side. Now Independence forced to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. We have 10 minutes and 25 seconds to play first half. It is 27-0 Decorah, and this for Paul Hudson, your State Farm Insurance agent. Welcome back. It's 27-0 Decorah. Independence has the football, first and 10 from their own 20-yard line, moving left to right for the first time tonight. Got to say hi to the folks out at the campground. Corey Severson tuning in tonight. Also, Mr. Ben Grimstead and the good folks at Decorah Bank and Trust. Well, he's not working right now. He's having fun, but first down and 10, 20-yard line. As Decorah with some new players in the game. Fank takes the snap, slant play over the middle. It's catch made by Beebe out across the 30-yard line. He loses control of the football, and I think Decorah has it. They do. Beebe made the catch, and the fumble recovery was Andy Strands at the 35-yard line, so the first real positive play for Independence, and they shoot themselves in the foot with the turnover.
Well, it was a good throw. It was well-timed on a slant. The receiver caught it cleanly, but he didn't protect the ball. As he went upfield, he swung his arm way out. We hooked his arm, and the ball went flying, and we recovered.
First and 10, 34-yard line, 10-19 to play till halftime, 27-0 Decorah. Bryce Pierce in at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Andy Strand up the middle, and he is gunned down immediately. Myborg, the linebacker, got him up high. Gain of 0, second down and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, not a whole lot of hole there at the point of attack. Just a fullback play off our power side, and just really nobody there to give assistance there to Strand. Give Independence credit for making a good team play.
Second and 10 from the 34-yard line. Dylan Henning to the left side. Wing back left is Dolly. I formation with Strand and Savarov. Give to Michael Savarov off the right side, running hard inside the 25, and down he goes to the 23-yard line. Frank, the man that brought him down. Good hole, good protection off that right side, and Savarov gets 11 to a first down for Decorah.
Well, once you break the initial line of scrimmage with the run, you're going to go 6 to 10 yards because you're past 9 men. They only have 2 possible would-be tacklers much off the line of scrimmage.
First down and 10, 23-yard line. The wing back on the right side is Cole Rohrer. I formation in the backfield with Savarov and Strand. Give to Michael Savarov. Runs hard off the left side, dives ahead to the 20-yard line. Wasn't much of a hole there, but he delivered the blow to Curtis Christensen, and Michael brought him down as well, or brought down after the gain of 3. Second down and 7 upcoming.
Like the authority that Savarov is running with, guys. He's really keeping his pad level low, doing a good job after that first initial contact to lower his shoulder and bowl people over. And there wasn't a whole lot of room there to run, but he made something out of nothing, picked up 3 yards.
Second and 7 from the 20-yard line. I formation. Brighton Meyer split to the right side. Rohrer wing back right. Kyle Kane tight end left. Give is to the fullback, Andy Strand. Runs hard off right guard, out inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. The man who brought him down was Hayden Reynolds. Strand gets 4. It's third down upcoming. 27-0 Decorah. 8:35 to play second quarter.
Well, the yardage was primarily done by Strand. There was a little hole at where we wanted to attack the line of scrimmage. Not very helpful there, but a good second effort by our ball carrier.
Henning split to the right side. Wing back right is Dustin Carey. Split backs with Strand and Savarov. Tight end left is Kyle Kane. Pierce under his center, Sean Truan. He'll take the snap on a 3rd and 3. He'll keep it off the left side. Circles around a defender at the 15. Loses control of the football, but the ball goes out of bounds. Krempkes was bringing down Pierce, able to strip the football, and fortunately for Decorah, it carried out of bounds at the 13-yard line, so I think it's going to be 4th and inches. They perhaps may need to measure here, and that was just the case. Running to the left, had the ball in the right hand.
something, as you go along. It's getting some carries here. Need to be able to learn from those things. Just a little mental thing from Bryce, and he'll get that corrected.
First down and 10 at the 13-yard line. Clock runs with 7:55 to play here in the second quarter. 27-0 Decorah. Bringing the play in from the far sideline was Sean Denning. Right now over the football is Easton Schmitz. Also on the offensive line, McKinley McCabe, Josh Carlin, Cole Hamilton, and as well as Nick Gosling right now. First and 10 from the 13-yard line, I formation wing right. Pierce option right side, makes a late pitch to Savarov, got by a defender at the 15 and gets brought down at the 14-yard line. Brought down on the play by Nicholas Frank. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, it was option right, and give the Mustangs credit. They covered the quarterback, they covered the pitch man, and they made a pretty solid hit when the ball was pitched to our pitch man, and that's why it's a loss of 1 yard.
Second and 11 from the 14-yard line. Brighton Meyer to the right side. Wingback right is Dustin Carey. I formation with Strand and Savarov. Tight end to the left side is Kyle Kane. Pierce takes the snap, gives up the middle of Andy Strand. He'll run hard off left guard and get bent back from about the 11-yard line. Michael Krimkus, the primary defender on the play. Strand able to get 4, or call it 3. Third down and 8 from the 11-yard line. Vikings up 27-0 with 6.5 to play here in the second quarter.
Better job that time of point of attack, understanding of Decorah getting off the football and providing Strand a little bit of a crease to run there and picking up positive yardage.
Third and 8 from the 11-yard line. Heading to the right side, I formation. Wingback right is Dustin Carey. Tight end left is Kane. Off play action, Bryce Pierce with time. Throws the right side. Going for Henning. Threw it too tall. Incomplete. Henning with a nice effort to try to come it down with the ball in the back of the end zone. He was open. A little too much mustard on the pass from Bryce Pierce, and the field goal unit coming on for Decorah for the first time in 2012.
Well, we had a receiver that was a little bit behind, but he had to contend with the end line. I'm not sure, Darren, where that ball would have been in bounds. It looked to me like it went beyond the back line of the field. So overthrown, field goal unit on. 27-yard attempt, angle from the right side. Pierce puts it down off of Kephardt's snap. Snap spot kick up and good. Josh Lee with a 27-yard field goal. Vikes go up 30-0, 6:10 to play here in quarter number 2. Let's take a break for Kelly Reagan, Dr. Kelly Reagan. Josh Lee will kick off from right to left for the first time tonight. 30-0 Decorah, halfway point second quarter. A couple of other shout-outs I need to give. Folks listening out at the Hable Ranch tonight. And also one more plug, and I got to give this one in honor of Coach, is that one deep and 5 yards deep in the end zone as Josh Lee puts the touchback there. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Apparently Devin Johnson's out at the campground tonight, and he's mad that Team Rehab didn't get a plug, so based on those good morning employees like Denny and Paula Olenczak and the good overall employees, Devin Johnson and the rest of the crew at Team Rehab, we say hello to you, Devin. Yeah, Devin, we're not forgetting about the fun we have at your fun business.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Fank keeps it off left guard, and it's brought down by Peter Kephardt and Michael Ruiz off the left side to the 23-yard line. Fank keeps that one for 3. Let's check some of these new players in the game for Decorah. Michael Savarov is in the secondary. Cole Sweska. Dylan Henning in the secondary as well. Also Brady Dolly and Bryce Pierce. Also up front, it's Nick Gosling, Michael Ruiz, Sean Truen up front, as well as Michael Savarov, Andy Strand, and Peter Kephardt are at the linebackers right now. 2nd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Fank in the pistol, 3-receiver set. He'll take the snap, rushes on, steps up in the pocket, hit by Savarov. Down he goes, back at the 20-yard line. Sean Truen got to him first. Savarov finished him off. It's a loss of 3. 3rd and 10 for Independence, 30-0 Decorah, 5:18 to play second quarter.
Fank didn't have a whole lot of space to throw that football, but you got to give Decorah's defensive line credit. As Darren mentioned, Truen in there, Ruiz in there as well. Good to see those guys getting past their defenders and causing some havoc in the backfield.
Independence has not converted a third down all night, 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Snap back to Fank, has plenty of time, fires down the middle of the field, going for Krempkes, incomplete. Krempkes and Henning were tangled up, and they're going to throw a pass interference on Henning near the 50-yard line. No use arguing about a call in a 30-0 game, but the offensive player did a heck of a lot more that time than the defensive player, but Independence is going to get their first down.
Well, kind of simultaneous where the two ended up when the ball was in the air, and I agree with Darren that I don't think either one did more than the other to try to make sure one getting to the ball, the other trying to prevent the catch of the ball. I think it would have been a better no call.
Well, nonetheless, it's 30-0, and sounds worse if you complain at this point in the game. First down and 10, 35-yard line. So, hey, another opportunity for a bunch of kids defensively as Holt Johansson is in at one of the defensive ends right now as well. 4:47 to play till halftime, 30-0 Decorah. Receivers to the left and right side. Fank up to the line of scrimmage. I formation. He's under center. He takes the snap. He'll give to the fullback, Chase Straw, who's knocked back from about the 36-yard line. Peter Kephart led the defensive charge, as well as Josh Carlin. Also Sean Truen there, or correction, that was Nick Gosling. It was Josh Carlin, 76, not 70. 2nd and 9 from the 36.
Good job up front there by the Vikes. Middle guys, Ruiz, Carlin, and Truen doing an outstanding job there, not allowing that point of attack to be exploited. Those guys getting off their blocks and getting to the football.
2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Fank in the pistol, takes the snap, has time, fires the right side, threw it short of Krempkes, incomplete. Covered well by Kephart in the right flat near the 40. It's 3rd down and 9, 30-0 Decorah, with 4:09 to play here till halftime.
Well, the ball was vastly underthrown by about 1.5 yards to 2 yards. The receiver had enough disengaged from the defender to have a chance to catch it, but it skidded on the ground to where the receiver was.
So 3rd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Nicholas Frank to the right side, off to the left side, BB and Hennessy. Fank in the pistol, Christensen behind him, slot right is Krempkes. Dropping a throw is Fank. Fank with time, throws down the middle of the field, and it's deflected off the hands of Henningsen, incomplete, and it was nearly picked by Andy Strand deep in the Decorah zone. Pretty good route, pretty well thrown football, and you could argue that catch should have been made.
Yeah, it was right on the money. Ball should have been caught. Decorah zone was there, but not after the receiver for Independence had some areas there. Corbin Henningsen should have come up with that football.
Sweska and Pierce back deep for Decorah as Fank will punt for the 5th time tonight. Snap back in good shape, moves forward, gets the kick away. Good hang time, but short. It bounces near the 43. It hits a Decorah player, and Independence will get back on top of it at the 45-yard line. It hit, I believe, Kephart, who was one of the blockers down there. Didn't catch who got the ball for Independence, but the Mustangs with a shot here, as they will have the first snap of the game inside Decorah territory with 3:53 to play here in the first half. Now all 5 officials will get together and discuss whether that ball actually did hit a Decorah player.
Well, the punt was as high as it was.
And actually it's going to be a Decorah football.
The punt was as high as it was long, and it was hard for Kephart because it was just a short space that it went from the line of scrimmage to where it came down to really get out of the way.
And I know sidelines in situations will yell, get away, get away, get away. That's easier said than done in a lot of those situations, to be fair.
There wasn't a lot of space to get away in that one.
Exactly. 3:53 to play till halftime. It is 30-0 Decorah. Vikes have scored 5 times of the 6 times they have had the ball. Breitenmeyer to the right side. The tight end on the left side this trip will be Devin Jostand. I formation in the backfield. Savarov, the tail of the tandem. Bryce Pierce takes the snap, gives to Savarov. Hole off the left side, and it closed quickly as he is brought down near the 45-yard line. Andrew Myberg leading the defensive charge that time. And at the fullback position this time is Sam Johnson. It's 2nd and 10 for Decorah.
Well, not a whole lot of room there. Give Independence credit. The defensive line shed there off their blocks, and Savorov had no real hole there at the point of attack, and give Independence credit there for getting off their blocks.
2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Split back Savaroff and Johnson. Split to the left side, Dylan Henning. Cole Rohr, the wingback on the left side. Devin Jostad, tight end right. Give to Sam Johnson. Hole off right guard. He crossed the 50 to the 47-yard line. Good hole off the power side that time. Josh Carlin also helped out by the guard on that side. Josh Carlin, the tackle on that side, and Johnson gets 8.
That point of attack was really blocked well because we really had a nice running lane to run through and not get touched until we got beyond the linebacker. So a real nice team play right there.
McKinley McCabe was the guard on that side. 3rd and 2 for Decorah from the Independence 47-yard line. Pierce takes, gives the Savaroff. He's hitting the hole and knocked back from the 47-yard line. Not much push off the left side that time. Leading the defensive charge was Hayden Reynolds. Savaroff brought down after a gain of 0. It's 4th down, and Dylan Korsnick is going to bring in a play for the Decorah Vikings from the far sideline. So,
not a whole lot of room there again at the point of attack. Our offensive line unit here is not really, seems like they're in sync. Guys need to get off their blocks or get off the football a little bit better and provide some more point of attack holes for the running backs.
2 minutes to play first half, and it's 30-0 Decorah. 4th and a yard and a half from the 47-yard line. Pierce takes, gives off the right side to Andy Strand. Powers across the 45 to the 43-yard line. It'll be a first down. Good push off that right side of the line that time as Andy Strand gets a first down. So the Vikings, who have scored 5 the 6 times they have had the football, will continue the drive. First down and 10.
Well, this group has had better success with going off our right side of our offensive line than to the left, and that's where we picked up that first and 10.
And that has been the power side most of the series here. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Pierce takes, pitch goes to Strand, right side, hitting the backfield as there's a flag down as well. Strand brought down by Nick Frank to the 44-yard line. And I believe this might be a hold against Decorah. Holding against Decorah, and that will push the Vikings back. 1:32 to play till halftime. Some of the kids up front, Easton Schmitz is at the center position right now. We'll get those offensive linemen in, and now Cole Rohr is out at the quick guard position. Coming in for him, or Cole Hamilton, I should say. Coming in for him is Sawyer Wise on the offensive line. Nick Gosling is still in on that offensive line. McKinley McCabe, Josh Carlin on the power side. Sawyer Wise and Nick Gosling on the quick side. 1st and 20 from the 44-yard line with 1:25 to play till halftime. 30-0 Decorah. Pierce takes the snap. Quick toss left side. Incomplete. Joe Stan had it knocked away by Kurt Christensen. A nice defensive play. Pretty good pass, and Christensen had to make a nice play to knock that one away. It's 3rd down upcoming, or 2nd and 20 coming up for Decorah.
Well, the pass was accurate where really only our receiver had a chance to really get his hands on the ball, but the defender did a good job right at the point of the ball getting into the hands of knocking it loose.
So only the 6th snap of the game inside Decorah territory. 2nd and 20 from the Decorah 46-yard line. Split backs, wing left, split left. Give is to Andy Strand. Powers his way off right guard ahead to the 50-yard line. And he is brought down on the play by Andrew Myberg, Chase Straw amongst others. It's 3rd down and about 14 for Decorah. As we go inside of a minute to play first half, it is 30-0 Vikings.
Off our power side there, did a pretty good job of giving some decent hole there to pick up about 4 yards on the play and make a 3rd down and long situation.
3rd and 16 from the 50-yard line. Split backs with Korsnick and Strand this time. Wing left and a split left. Rohr, the wing back on the left side. Dropping a throw is Pierce. Pierce throws the right side. Catch made by Joe Stand. And he goes down as well at the 43-yard line. It's only a gain of 7, but a well-executed pass play. And now the Viking punt team, which hasn't had too much of an opportunity to practice themselves this year, will get an opportunity to get some in-game work. 4th and 9 from the 43-yard line. Kephart is the snapper. James Astley will be the punter. Decorah will have to snap it, or will they even have to? 9 seconds left here in the first half. And I think the clock is just going to run out here in the first half. 30-0, Decorah. Pretty much all Decorah in the first half. Your first half thoughts, Coach?
Take the word pretty out of the front of what you just said. It was all Decorah. We completely controlled every facet of the football game in the first half. So the score is not surprising, 30-0.
Your thoughts, JC?
Well, it's one of those things where it's good to see some second, third-string kids. We're rotating a lot of kids right now. Bryce Pierce basically seeing the majority of the time at quarterback in the first half, and it's good to see those guys getting some reps. And as you and Coach talked about against Waverly, good to see those guys getting some reps against ones for Independence.
And it's 30-0 Decorah here at the halftime break. We'll be back with our halftime feature on cross country. Christy Nimrod and Dennis Evil Sizer joins next on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC. And the kick for Josh Lee comes down to Fank, or Christensen drops it at the 5, picks it up at the 3, runs to his left across the 10 and dragged down near the 12-yard line. Dylan Korsness down there on special teams, 1st and 10 for Independence from that point. They really haven't had good field position all night.
Well, that's just a bad mistake because he had all the time in the world to look and field the ball into his hands and down into security, and he started to look upfield before he caught the ball, and it's their fault that they're in that field position. 1st down and 10 for them, the 11-yard line. It looks like the number one's pretty much back in. Smith and Peter at the ends, Hubden and Ashback are at the tackles, Hovey at the nose, Josie and Osley at the linebackers. Dropping and throw is Fank. Fank with time, hit inside the 5 and sacked. Back at the 4-yard line. Hovey was the man who got the sack that time. They'll mark him about the 3. It's a loss of 8.
Well, that play was made by Andy Hubden, guys. He again shed the block and forced the quarterback to step up in the pocket where Hovey was waiting and just corralled him and took him down for a sack.
2nd and 18 back at the 3-yard line. Receivers to the left and right side. Independence up to the line of scrimmage. Fank will be in the pistol with 3 backs in the backfield. Fank takes a low snap, tries to go to the right side, gets knocked back from about the 3. Dustin Smith, Andy Hubden brought him down. They're going to mark him actually at about the 1. He barely got out of the end zone that time, and it's 3rd and a long ways for Independence. It wasn't a great snap, and it wasn't a great job of trying to hang on to the ball by the quarterback. It's, again, another shot in the foot on their offense part of the game. It's they just don't get any togetherness on that side of the ball at all. 3rd and 20 from the 1-yard line. Givas to Straw off the left side. Nothing doing there as he gets maybe out to about the 2-yard line. The safeties were Nimrod and Schwartz on that series. Edie and Johnson were in at the cornerback positions. It was Christensen who was the ball carrier, and he got out to about the 3 actually. So it's 4th down upcoming. Another 3 and out for the Viking defense. It is 30-0 Decorah as Johnson and Josie back deep to field the punt of Ryan Fank. This is Nick Frank. Kyle Fank is the quarterback, F-A-N-K. This is F-R-A-N-K. As Frank gets the kick away coming down the far sideline. Johnson on the run at the 28, 20, 15. He's inside the 10, lowers the shoulder, and brought down at the 4-yard line. It was kick that was a bit of a line drive to the far sideline. Johnson caught that thing on the run, and he was full steam ahead as he returns it 24 yards to a 1st and goal at the 4.
Well, you like to give the Decorah special teams credit, but really, guys, there wasn't anybody with him with 10 to 15 yards, and so he just took it what he was given, and that was green space in front of him, and just, as Aaron mentioned, just caught it full steam ahead, and really nobody touched him until about the 10-yard line.
9:48 to play here in the 3rd. 30-0 Decorah, number 1 offense back in there. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Qualley under center gives to Josie left side. He's in, touchdown. Josie Jewell with a 4-yard touchdown run. It is touchdown number 3 on the season for Josie, and the Vikings will hit the running clock here with 9:44 to play here in the 3rd quarter, up 36-0. Well, they eliminated one of their backers by firing, and it just
they guessed wrong. The ball went to the opposite side where he fired, and it really was not a what I would call a tough opportunity to score there because there wasn't any men to meet you at the point of attack.
Kephart will snap. Qualley will hold for Bryce Pierce's PAT attempt. It is up and it is good, so it's 37-0 Decorah. We have 9:42 to play here in the third quarter, and let's take a break for Decorah Tire Service. Josh Lee will kick off from right to left to restart the ball game. 9:42 left, and the clock will evaporate quickly here as Decorah has reached the running clock for the third consecutive ball game as Lee's kick goes deep, and that one will land a yard deep into the end zone, and away we go for a touchback. So second touchback of the night for Josh Lee. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line for Independence. So 9:42 left in the third quarter of this one as the clock will run. First down and 10 from the Independence 20-yard line, moving left to right, trailing 37-0. As Josh Carlin, McKinley McCabe, Sean Truin, and Michael Savaroff up front for Decorah. And Kephart and Strand are at the linebackers. Vikes using 5 defensive backs. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dropping a throw is Fank. Fank throws the right side. Catch is made by Krempkis. Knocked down immediately on a nice tackle by Brady Dolly. A gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 upcoming.
An accurate pass, but really no gain, and a nice tackle by Brady Dolly. As soon as the receiver secured the ball, the hit was made, and it was made solid right where he caught the ball.
In the secondary for Decorah is Bryce Pierce. It's Brady Dolly. It's Prohl Johansson. It's Dylan Henning and Cole Sweska right now. 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. 9 minutes to play. Drop it back. The throw is Fank. Fank with plenty of time. Hit as he throws over the middle. Incomplete. Going for Krempkis, but he was under some pretty good duress. It was Josh Carlin and Kephart or McKinley McCabe who ran it. So it's third down upcoming as the official getting a little frustrated with the timekeeper up here not running the clock. Third down and 9 from the 21-yard line.
Well, no chance for the quarterback to go anywhere with the football. Had about a 3-step drop. Decorah defensive line shred their box up front and really did an outstanding job of getting off their blocks and in the backfield and really allowing quarterback nowhere to go with the football.
It's third down and 9 from the 21. Fank dropping back to throw. Fank throws the left side. He throws wide of the arc, incomplete. He was going for Nick Fank on the far side. Frank on the far sideline. Dolly had the coverage, another 3 and out from the defense. It's fourth down from the 21-yard line.
The receiver had done a good job of running past the far stick that if the ball had been accurate and there was enough space for the receiver to be able to catch the ball, but it was inaccurate, they would have picked up a 1st and 10.
This time it's Pierce and Sweska back deep to field the punt of the punter, Nick Frank, for the 7th time tonight. This one a line drive kick caught by Sweska at the 49 in Decorah territory. Runs to his right to the 45 to the 40. He's inside the 40 and brought down at the 35-yard line along the right hash mark. It was Max Lopez who brought him down. 30-yard punt, 15-yard return. Offense back on the field for Decorah. It's first down and 10 from that point. 7:31 to play, third quarter, running clock, 37-0 Vikings.
Good job there by the wedge team from Decorah to get the wedge set and then go upfield. Give Sweska credit, too, for not trying to dance around, just get north and south and pick up positive yardage.
And protecting the ball, something he struggled with a little bit here in the early part of the season. Number 1's in there, first down and 10, 35-yard line. Qualley takes the snap, has time, swings it out left flat, caught by Schwartz at the 30, runs left 30 or 25-20, and brought down at the 16-yard line. Krempkis, the man that brought him down. It is a gain of 19 yards as Drew Schwartz brought down by Marshall Gibbs.
Nice accurate pitch pass out on a swing to the back, and nice timing, right on the money, and Schwartz did a good job of securing it and lowered his shoulder and bowled over the tackler.
Josie and Holton in I formation, first down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Wing back left to Schwartz. Split to the left side as Breitenmeyer gives to Josie right side. Stutter step move inside the 10, bouncing off defenders inside the 5, carrying the pile to the end zone. Not quite. Now it is a touchdown. Josie Jewell got help for the first 6 yards and bounced off of multiple defenders and got into the end zone for the second score of the second half. It's 43-0 Decorah as Independence is going to take a timeout here as Josie Jewell with a good, tough run. No other way to put it.
No, there wasn't a whole lot of point of attack help there, Coach. Just Josie being Josie as we've come to know over the last 3 years. Just tough run, not wanting to go down, just kept on churning those legs, and Independence trying to stop the fast break right now. Sorry, using my basketball terminology there.
A couple months away there, John. You got to get into that mode. So as Independence taking a timeout in that series. So
I like the timeout. The coaching staff, I'm sure, is very disappointed when you have 4 or 5 guys piggybacking a ball carrier and he carries you 6 yards, and we're not exaggerating, in for a touchdown. Somebody's got to be smart enough to roll down on the ankles, and you won't be able to keep going.
Josh Lee is going to be the PAT trier here. Pierce puts it down from a low snap from Kephart. Spotted, booted, up, and good. 44-0 Decorah. 6:12 to play here in the third. And let's take a break for Olson Explosives. Josh Lee puts another ball into the end zone on the touchback. So first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Field position key in any game, but tonight it's gotten a little ridiculous. The average starting field position for Independence, their own 16. The average starting field position for Decorah, the Independence 39-yard line.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And just to mention there, Josh Lee, probably his best boot of the night. That baby was almost the back of the end zone.
So, first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Independence moves left to right, trailing 44-0. Clock will run with the snap of the ball as Straw gets the handoff, and he carries the tackler out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. It was Peter Kephart, the man that brought him down, a gain of 5 yards. So, again, a lot of number 2s in defensively. They had the number 1s in for the first defensive series at least. Number 1s offensively have played here into the second half, and it's just a case of you got to get your top guys the in-game reps here, Coach.
Yeah, I would like to see him get more opportunity to play. I give their ball carrier Straw a plus on that play. He did get a little help at the line of scrimmage, but he did a good job of keeping the knees moving high and dragging our tacklers. 2nd
and 5 from the 25. Dropping a throw is the quarterback Fink, and he gets pressured right away and gets dumped right at the line of scrimmage. Holt Johansson on a solo stop. It's 3rd down and 5. Smart, intuitive play that time by Johansson, keeping contained.
Yeah, Holt did a good job there of forcing the quarterback back inside towards his defenders, and then swarmed in and made a nice individual tackle on the play.
5 minutes running clock, 44-0 Decorah. 3rd and 5 from the Independence 25-yard line. Receivers left and right. Taking the snap is Fank. Quick toss right side. He loses control of the football, and it's incomplete. He kind of lost control of it as it was in his arms and the ball went forward, and I think the official made the right call of calling it an incomplete pass and not a fumble, so it's 4th down for the Independence offense. So 4th down and 10 from the 25-yard line, and they may be number 2s in the game, but the defense continuing to play well, Coach.
Nice job, though. That was Johansson, 23, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice job of getting his hands up, and he had actually went right back down and to an opportunity.
I snapped a Fank, and he has trouble getting it away, and now he will kick it low as the ball was caught. I think it might have even hit the umpire, and making the catch on the return was Easton Schmitz, and he'll return it to the 25-yard line. So out of all that, a 3-yard punt, and Schmitz returns it 3 yards as well. So that one was just a discombobulation there. So Decorah has it 1st and 10 at the Independence 25-yard line, 3:48 and timing and running, I should say. 1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line. As Sean Truant out over the football, and now the number 2s are in. Smith and Nimrod in an I formation. Brady Dowley will be split to the right side. Pierce gives to Nimrod right side, hit in the backfield and knocked back from the 26-yard line. It looked like Dustin Smith missed his lead block that time, and Nimrod didn't have too much of a chance. 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12 upcoming. And once I get a second here, I'll reconfigure the starting field position. The lighting not too good here in many press boxes, but I think I can manage here in a second. 2nd and 12 from the 27-yard line. I formation in the backfield. Pierce takes option right side, and he keeps it to, or gives it, I should say, to Strand as they try the right side down to the 24-yard line. So a gain of 3. So it's 3rd down and 9 from the Independence 24-yard line. So number 2 is pretty much in the game right now for Decorah. They played all the second quarter. Sean Denning is into the game. Sean Truan is in on the offensive line. The quick side right now is Nick Gosling and Cole Hamilton. Josh Carlin is the power tackle on a 3rd and 9 from the 24-yard line, 44-0 Decorah. Pierce takes, gives on a sweep to the left side, and Gavin Nimrod hit in the backfield and falls forward to the 21-yard line as he was brought down on the play by Zach Kramer. So 4th down upcoming, and the field goal unit coming on for Decorah, and this is one of those situations you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. If, as a coach, if you go for it, you get accused of running up the score. If you go for a field goal, you get accused of running up the score. So Josh Lee will attempt a field goal angle from the left side. He made a 27-yarder earlier tonight. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Kephart snaps it back to Pierce, who puts it down, and the kick is up, and it is good. Josh Lee on a 37-yard attempt. 1:28 to play here in the third quarter. It's 47-0 Decorah. And let's take a break for Wicks Construction. 47-0 Decorah. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah. Darren Swenson and John Carlson and Dennis Olenzak from Independence tonight. It's been all Vikings in this one. And some learning opportunities and some opportunities to work some parts of your game that haven't had a chance to be worked yet tonight, as Josh Lee's kick is going to be deep, and that one is going to land about 2 yards shy of the goalpost. So 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line as we will hit the minute mark of the third quarter by the time this game gets done, and still unbelievably only 6 snaps in Decorah territory all night tonight. Defense has been real good. Offense has been their solid, workmanlike efficiency as usual. And the special teams has been pretty good tonight as the Vikes have some new players in the game. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Fank in the pistol takes the snap, drops back to throw. Has time, throws the right side, and it's dropped by his receiver, Nick Frank, who was open near the 27-yard line. Some new players in there for Decorah. Dalton Mott up front. Also Riley Rue coming in up front. Also, looks like Kyle Hageman there for Decorah. Jacob Garza is up there as well. Riley Rue on the line we mentioned. Also, Dalton Mott, the right side defensive end right now is Hageman. The linebackers right now is Dalton Moll. And also Easton Schmitz, 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Fank hit as he throws the right side, and they're going to roll that one. A live ball after it is Garza. Fighting for it is Independence inside the 5, and down he goes is Fank, who recovers the fumble back at the 6-yard line. So a loss on the play of 14 yards. It's 3rd down upcoming.
Good job. I think that was Hageman off the edge, guys, of applying pressure.
Yep.
Last couple plays, they haven't been able to get anything off there. Good job by new defense coming in, applying pressure, and not allowing Independence to go anywhere with the football. And
in the secondary now for Decorah is Matthew Coffey. Also into the game is Connor Gassman. Brighton Meyer is into the game, as well as, I believe, Aurora over there on the far side. So that'll be the end of the third quarter. It's 47-0 Decorah. And let's take a timeout for a couple more of our fine sponsors tonight. Plan One Financial, Greg and Marty Wise, and Bruning Rock Products. We start the fourth quarter of play. Darren Swenson, Coach O, and John Carlson here. 3rd and 24 for Independence from the 6-yard line. It's been all Vikings. They led 30-0 at the halftime break, and they lead it 47-0. as we start the fourth quarter of play here. Vikings looking well on their way to going 3-0 here on the season. Fake quick slant left side, knocked down, incomplete. Easton Schmitz with a nice play to knock it down from his linebacker position, and it's fourth down upcoming.
A good drop by Easton Schmidt, because the quarterback thought he had the lane open to his receiver and didn't, of course, see the linebacker dropping into his position to defend, and so give Schmitz credit for a nice knockdown.
So Frank will be on in punt formation as the clock will run. Pierce and Sweska back deep for Decorah. Snap back in good shape, moves forward, does Frank, and gets the kick away. This is a nice one. It's over the head of everybody, taken by Sweska at the Decorah 40-yard line. Running to his left, runs to the 45, and is brought down at the 48-yard line. So that was a boomer. 56 yards, return of 10 for Sweska. Seventh snap in Decorah territory all night coming up. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. 10:55 to play in this one. It is a 47-0 lead for Decorah.
Yeah, great punt that time. Really got some good distance, and Cole had to retreat. Did a good job to pick the ball up again and hang on to the football, and Decorah in their own territory probably for the first time.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line, moving left to right. First down and 10, 48-yard line in their own territory. Bryce Pierce has taken the majority of snaps. He'll give to Savaroff off the left side. Hurdles a defender inside the 50, and down he goes at the 47-yard line. Savaroff able to get 7 on the play. It's second down and 3 for Decorah. Kyle Keene is in at the tight end position.
Good job there. Point of attack did a good job blocking up front, and Savaroff hurdled the man as well.
Second and 3 from the 45-yard line. Pierce gives to Dustin Smith, dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. So he tried the left side. McKinley McCabe in there on the offensive line. Nick Gosling. Cole Hamilton is in there. Josh Carlin. Sean Truan is the quintet up front. Third down and 5 upcoming as the clock just evaporating quickly. If you can actually use a scientific term for a clock. I don't know about that. Can you, Coach?
I'm not a rocket scientist.
Third and 3 from the Indy 45. Give off the right side to Andy Strand, and he'll lunge forward down to the 42-yard line, and he'll be close to a first down as Strand able to get 3 on the play. Myberg, the man that brought him down, and it will be a first down. First and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Pretty good job that time initially by Strand. We ran off our power side again, and they did an okay job, but Strand did a better job of lowering the shoulder after that first initial yard run, and picked up an extra 2 yards to get the first down.
First and 10, 42-yard line, Independence territory. Split to the left side for Decorah is Sean Denning. Split backs with Strand and Savaroff. Wingback on the left side is Cole Rohrer. And everybody moved except Sean Truan snapping the football.
Is that our first penalty, Darren?
We had a pass interference in the first half, and then we had 2 penalties, 20 yards in the first half, did Decorah, and a illegal procedure against Decorah. I know Sean sometimes marches to the beat of his own drummer, but when you're the center and you're in charge of starting the play, you can't do that there, bud. And I can pick on Sean because I like the kid.
I remember the pass interference. What was the other penalty?
I think a legal procedure, if I'm not mistaken. So
that's pretty good for the number of kids that we played.
47-0 Decorah. It's been lightning strikes on offense and lightning strikes on defense for the Vikings. First down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Pierce gives on a wingback sweep to the left side. Rohr turns upfield inside the 45 and brought down at the 44-yard line. Kurt Christensen, the man that brought him down. Rohr able to get 3 on the previous play. Second and 12 upcoming. Just to be totally fair about that, let's be honest, when the score gets out of control early in the ball game, sometimes the officials put the flags in the pocket too.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you keep the game safe.
And first varsity snap for Dalton Mull at quarterback now. Dylan Henning to the left side. Wing back left is Roar. Mull just takes the snap and plows forward. He might have dropped it as Mull moves ahead to the 42-yard line. He'll get a couple. 3rd down and 10. Well, you might as well audible on your first varsity snap.
Why not?
3rd down and 10 upcoming. 6:30 to play, 47-0 Decorah. They led 30-0 at the halftime break, led 21-0 at the end of the quarter. Mull will take the snap. He'll plow ahead forward, ahead inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. So 4th down upcoming for Decorah.
Well, 2 successive quarterback sneaks by the 3rd-string quarterback, and I think it's planned that way right now.
And Decorah is going to take a timeout just to organize some things here. It's 4th down and 6 from the 38-yard line. So let's take a timeout as well and hear from Rockweiler Appliance and TV and the E&J Petersburg Agency. 4th down from the 38-yard line. Dalton Mull is the quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it off the right side. Dalton will move ahead to the 36-yard line, and that will be the end of that series as Mull gets 2. He needed 6 to continue. 5:49 to play in this one as the clock will run. 1st down and 10. Independence going to get their best field position of the night at their own 36-yard line. It's been all Decorah tonight. They got off to a 21-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Scored 5 the first 6 times they had the ball. Led 30-0 at the halftime break and continued that advantage here in the second half. And we'll talk about how you approach this thing moving forward as Charles City coming to town tonight. Kyle Fank will take the snap. 1st down and 10, 36-yard line. He'll throw downfield going for Gibbs, incomplete. Is it a case from tonight? And maybe we're nitpicking, looking on things to improve on, looking for things to worry about, Coach, but is it a case tonight? Do you worry about your number ones not getting enough reps within the course of a game like this? And I know you don't want to embarrass an opponent, but at the same time, your number one's got to get ready for the next week.
Yeah, it'd have been, I think, better if they got to play a little bit more because the shape-wise is not the physical.
Christensen head across the 40 to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. So 3rd down and 1 upcoming. Go ahead. Continue with your point.
Once you get into a closer ball game, your energy is lost also not just from the physical shape, but from the mental shape of really having to focus totally to make sure every play is really done as well as you can, both offensively and defensively, and you wear out sooner.
1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Fank takes the snap, drops back to throw, throwing a chair pattern down the left sideline, and it's deflected away, incomplete. Nice play there defensively by Cole Rohr. Some of the new faces up front, Matthew Whittle in for the first time. He's been out with the stress fracture this first couple of weeks. And on that last play, big Brian Downing. Cody Carlin was in on that last play as well. And I think everyone who's been healthy has played tonight for the Vikings. 2nd and 10 it will be from the 45-yard line with 3:45 and counting left. We've had the running clock since early on in the first part of this second half. As Fank takes the snap, gives to Christensen on a cutback move to the left ahead to the 50-yard line. He gets wrestled down by Brady Dolly there. It's a gain of 5 yards. Also in the lineup defensively right now, Dustin Carey. I think I've gotten everybody else in. These are the guys that make your top unit better week in and week out in practice, and they're the ones getting the majority of the playing time tonight, just the way the game worked out. 3rd down and 5 from the 50-yard line with 3:05 to play in this one. Fank takes the snap, has time, fires the right side, threw it behind his man, incomplete, and Brighton Meyer almost got the interception off the pass deflection. Nick Frank was the intended receiver. I tell you what, for the most part tonight, Kyle Fank, who's a junior quarterback, throws a pretty nice ball. His receivers haven't helped him out a ton tonight, Coach.
It looked like it should have been caught. I
wasn't a perfect pass.
No, it was a little bit behind, but I thought it could have been caught. It wasn't so that it was so far away from him that he didn't have a chance. But, yeah, he's not a bad-looking thrower.
And taking the snap is Fank, takes the snap, pumps once, rolls to his right. He's going to get hit, and he's going to get sacked back at the 48-yard line on 4th down. I believe that was big Michael Ruiz bringing him down. Or no, that was Jacob Garza. Jacob Garza gets the sack back to the 48-yard line. So back to Decorah it goes with 2:04 left, and the clock will continue to run in this one. Decorah first down and 10 at the Independence 48-yard line. Again, only 7 snaps tonight in Decorah territory. Field position dominated by Decorah. As Easton Schmitz will go over the football. Big Brian Downing is in at a power tackle right now. Cody Carlin in at the power guard. Tight end on the right side is Dalton Mott right now. Give is to the fullback. Korsnes was the tailback in that situation, and the fullback was Sam Johnson. He plows ahead off right guard to the 47-yard line. So everybody who dressed has gotten to play tonight in this one. There was really no doubt about it. And give the credit in the big picture. When you come in as a heavy favorite like this, you're worried about a team's focus. Decorah was ready to play from the get-go tonight. Jacob Garza in at that quick tackle position, as well as Cody Carlin at the quick guard right now. Dalton Mole gives to Dylan Korsnes, and Kors gets down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. So 50 seconds to play, pretty much one more snap, and this one would be over. Not a lot of drama in this one, but with due respect to Independence and where they're at, and with due respect of what Decorah wants to be, this was one of those games. If you went out and did what you're supposed to do, it probably should have ended up like this, Coach.
Yeah, I would have said it's that much of a mismatch that the score and the running clock is probably the way it should have gone.
3rd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Mull takes the snap, rolls to his right side, and gets dumped back at the 45-yard line. We're inside of 25 seconds, so another snap is not needed. Decorah going to go to 3-0 with a dominating performance over Independence tonight by a 47-0 margin. Let's take a break for Hovden Oil and for Vic's Heating and Plumbing. Decorah wins it tonight by a 47-0 margin. We'll get the stats here momentarily from Mary Herman, and there she is. As Decorah 274 yards of total offense tonight. Independence with just 18 on 36 plays, negative 6 rushing and 24 passing for Independence, 191 yards rushing for Decorah tonight, and 83 passing. Decorah held the ball 25-42, and Independence 22-49. Decorah 3 penalties and 20 yards, and Independence with 20 yards and penalties as well. Josie Jewell 6 rushes and 41 yards. As John Carlson awaiting for Coach Post there on the sidelines. Quality 3-3 passing, 76 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Pierce 104 for 7 yards. Leading receiver for Decorah was Drew Schwartz, 2 catches for 41 yards. Michael Peter had 1 for 35. Let's head down to John Peterson on the sideline. He's with Viking coach Bill Post.
All right, down here on the sideline with Coach Post, and Coach, you use this as a business approach. The next game is the most important one. Tonight was Independence. You guys came out, took it to them right away. Your overall thoughts of the ball game?
Well, we did what we talked about. We went out right away and established. I wanted these guys to come out in a game, in a district game, and in any of our games, and we come out and start, not feel around and find out what they can do or how good they are. And just play. We want to come out and establish what we can do and do the things that we're capable of doing. And our guys came out and did that very well. I mean, we took the ball down the field there several times right off the bat, and defense shut them down. So, again, we played on both sides of the ball very well.
Well, you got to try some things, got to kick a couple field goals and do some other things tonight. Talk a little bit about those areas where maybe you haven't got the opportunity to do that.
No, that's, we wanted to see if Josh could do it, and we had several chances to do it, and he executed very well. Our blocking was very good. Snaps were good. Everything worked out pretty well in that situation. And so our kicking game looked pretty sound tonight. Just a couple of things that maybe needed to work on, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty good here. You have nights where things go real well, and there was enough of a breeze tonight that really, when it got to our back, we could really kick the ball very well. Josh got the ball in the end zone there, like he's capable of doing quite a few times, and we're pretty happy with that.
Well, we thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking to you friendly confines of Viking Stadium next week. It'll be a good place.
Thanks. It'll be fun to get back home.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you, Darren.